Hey guys, I'm Vlad. Welcome to another video for Star Citizen. Today I'm going to be talking about mining for Star Citizen and just explain the best areas to go to for mining, how much each ore is worth, a good mining strategy, as well as the best drills and ship upgrades for both ships. In this video we'll also be going over the pros and cons of both the Argo Mole and the Prospector. Alright guys, first of all let's cover the best ores to mine. Now when mining, you want to find either very valuable ore or a very high concentration of a mid-tier ore. The best ores are agresium, laranite, taronite, boras, and the hand-mineable vexillite. Now the best mid-tier ore is copper, gold, diamond, and hephaestonite. Now with a mid-tier ore, you want to find a very high concentration of that ore, meaning you want at least 80% concentration or higher. Now with a top-tier ore, you want at least 12% concentration or higher. If you find that you're not having much luck finding a top tier ore, then you can go for a top tier ore that has a lower concentration, but it's not really recommended. It's only really something you want to go for if there's nothing else around. And of course, if you can't find any top tier ore, then just continue to find high concentration of mid tier ore if you want to make a decent profit of at least, say 12 to 20k per run. Now, to find the best ore locations, you can either roll the dice with the planet, which in my opinion isn't really worth it, unless you are in fact specifically going for vexillite at either aerial or wherever, just hand mining. Then you should head for either the asteroid field at Yela, or if you wanted to do some easy mining without much competition, then go to the Aron Halo belt, which you can get to by getting to this point here in the map, which is just before this circle, and just after this circle, and you can stop between these two circles just by hitting the I key, which is by default to cut your engines. And if you do a few skips and jumps, if you can't quite see it, you should eventually get there. And once you actually get there, you'll find that it's just a huge asteroid field, and you can literally find ore in any directions. It's also one of the lesser known locations that people actually know about, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. You can pretty much find any ore on this list here, and of course, it's just overall worth it. So, why wouldn't you want to go to a fantastic mining location? I personally go here whenever I am mining. Now, for drills and equipment, you first might want to grab a multi-tool from Lorville, and of course a mining attachment, don't forget that. Now, the reason for this is because sometimes you'll actually find hand minables on the asteroids on the Aron belt, and it's a fantastic little bit of an extra payoff. It could give you an extra 20 grand on otherwise of something you wouldn't get. Well, for ship mining, there are two drill sizes. Size 1 drills are for Prospector only, and size 2 drills are for the Argo Mole only. Now, the picture you see in front of you right now is an overview of all the drills in game. Now, if you want to actually swap and test to see what each drill, what each jump drive or whatever, there's actually a website you can go to which will let you calculate what each bit will do for your ship, how it will benefit. It even works for for combat ships, jump drives, everything. Now each drill will have its perks and disadvantages, and it's up to you as the captain to decide which ones you want. Now each laser perk you get will also affect the other lasers on your ship, so keep that in mind in terms of asteroid stability, which is actually one of the attributes each of the laser drills can have. A laser drill that might break the asteroid a lot faster and be able to break harder asteroids might have a higher instability. Now you want a stable laser, but you also want it to be able to break very, very heavy asteroids. It's really a mix and match sort of thing. It's good to go center average unless there's specific asteroids you want to go after. Now, Robert Industries might actually add even more complex asteroids in future. There's nothing on the roadmap for this, but Robert Industries, they're always trying to add new features before they even finish the game. So we'll see how we go with that. Now, let's talk about how you actually mine. Now, to mine, what you need to do is jump into a mining chair either on your Prospector or Argo Mole, hold F, hit the power on button. Now, if your screen is actually glitched out like this, all you need to do is hit tab and hit it again to refresh the screen. Then you'll see an orange menu like this. To increase laser power, use the mouse wheel to scroll up and down like a throttle. Now, the instability of the asteroid determines how difficult it will be to keep the laser in the green zone. The green zone is the area below the rock energy level, which shows you where you need to keep the laser throttle at. Now, if your energy goes into the red zone, your overcharge sensor will start to go up. Now, if this happens, you really want to flick the laser off the asteroid as fast as possible. Otherwise, the rock will explode and probably kill you in a horrible, gruesome way. A safe way to mine, for starters, is to set the shield to forward by hitting the 8 on your numpad a few times. You want to wait until the overcharge sensor goes back to 0, otherwise even if it's at just 1% when the rock cracks, it will actually split apart really fast and the rocks will spread out far away and it will be difficult to collect them all at once. If the rock overcharges and explodes, the ore will also be lost. So you really want to keep the aim, in between the green zone. Now, you'll know that the rock's about to fracture when the fracturing sensor gets to 100%. And you may also need to fracture it again if the outline of the asteroid is still orange, which is pretty much what usually happens. You also got to keep in mind, after the first time cracking it, the second time you crack it again to split it into even smaller pieces, the energy level will actually go up a lot quicker, so you'll need to be a lot more careful about keeping it out of the red zone. Now, you'll know it's time to start collecting it by seeing the rock outline. So the asteroid outline will be purple. So to go into collection mode, you just press the right mouse button and then, just hold it down and it'll start picking it up. Now, this resistance level here is how hard it'll actually be to mine. Now, if you're trying to mine with a cheap mining head, then you won't be able to crack the asteroid. A way to sort of circumvent this is to do something called painting, which is basically where you draw around the asteroid with the mining head to cover the asteroid in like this hot magma substance, which can sometimes break the asteroid. But this does it very slowly, and sometimes even this won't work. So it's always better to have some crewmates on board just to help you fill in the other 3 mining heads. Now, your cargo capacity is how much ore you have in your ship. When this meter hits 100%, it's time to sell. Now, to sell your ore, all you've got to do is go to the landing bay and head for the administrator office. You'll find a selling screen nearby, which will let you sell your ore and even tell you the purity amount of each ore that you've collected. Now, when it comes to refueling and restocking your ship, personally in the current PTU, it's just best to self-destruct, and then, of course, expedite the process. It's actually much cheaper than refueling the quantum and the hydrogen. Now, let's talk about the negatives and the benefits for the mole and the prospector. Now, for the mole, the negatives are it eats fuel like a fat man in a McDonald's all you can eat, and realistically it needs 3 people to be operating at maximum efficiency. But it is very possible to mine on your own with great difficulty. The benefits are it can mine a larger variety of asteroids, it can also hold 96 SCU per run, and future it will also be able to refine the ore, which doubles its value. Now, for the prospector, the negatives are it can only store 32 SCU worth of ore, and unless you get the best and most expensive size 1 drill head, you won't be able to go after the bigger and more valuable asteroids. It also won't have an onboard refinery. Now, for its benefits, it can be used as a solo miner and uses a lot less fuel. And some people could argue that it's a lot quicker than an Argo Mole because there's less messing around looking for crew. And yeah. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit like and comment down below. Also consider joining our Discord, the links are in the description. All the links for the ship calculator, DPS calculator, the ore list, everything like that I will provide in the description below. Don't forget that the Dragonfly giveaway will also be tomorrow. So to have a chance to win, make sure that you comment on the Citizen 3.8.1 patch notes and follow the instructions on there. The winner will be announced tomorrow. So get in there, make sure you get a chance to win, and I'll see you guys around. Find me on Discord and have a chat, maybe play on our Space Engineers server. And yeah, catch you later. Flat out.